back to O.C.D gaming news. I took a little break last month because it was crazy. I was playing 4 series at once, Mafia 3, Tomb Raider, Until Dawn for, to celebrate the 1,000 subscribers, and Batman. So it was a crazy month. So I skipped last month, but I'm going to do a quick review of the important stuff. So let's get to it. So the most important news that came out of October was Rockstar dropped the bomb that we will be getting a Red Dead Redemption 2. It started on October 16th. They gave us a little tease of just the red background, and the internet went insane. People were losing their damn minds. So we kind of knew it was coming. There were leaks of the map from, I think in the summer it was coming out, but they had kept everything so tight-lipped over at Rockstar. Good for them. I am so happy that they did that. So it was so worth it when we got the reveal. So in the second picture, the next day on the 17th, we saw in the background like the sunset, still the red background with some figures in the distance. So the hype train was getting so out of control. So we knew something was happening. I was like, please, God, let there be another tease or some kind of announcement. And the next day, Red Dead Redemption 2, so excited. And then they dropped the trailer. And the trailer was everything. The images were so, I did a reaction video. I'll play it in the background so you can see it. The images, it was just so gorgeous. The detail in it, even when you go back and look at it, you see like there's like little animals, and I mean the blades of grass moving individually. It's insane. So well done, and we knew it was going to be well done. We knew that they have been silently working on this for years, and I am so glad that it is coming out, and we are going to be able to play it fall 2017, that this game is going to be coming out. I don't know if it's actually going to happen, if it follows anything of the same trends where games have been announced just to announce, just so they get the hype going, and then it gets delayed and delayed. I mean, you can't really blame these developers because they're working under such tight constraints and budget, and they want the games to be gorgeous, so it's so hard to get that done as quickly as possible and as well done as possible. So they've been working on this a long time, and I cannot wait to see what they come up with. So huge news for Red Dead Redemption fans, which I cannot wait to play it. I will be playing it. PSVR was announced that PlayStation released also in October. There are a bunch of games that will be able to be played on it. A few that stand out to me, that I would play if I had it, which I do not. And, I don't think I don't know when or if I will ever get it, budget constraints. But the two that stand out to me that I heard were really good with Batman VR and Resident Evil 7 will be able to be played front to back fully in VR. Now, I don't know if you have the nerve, the bravery to play that game, period. I can imagine playing it in VR. You have got to be insane, literally, to play that game front to back in VR. There's no way. I would never be able to do it. So God bless you if you are strong enough and brave enough to do it, because it looks insane. So if anybody out there has the PlayStation VR, let me know. Leave a comment. Do you love it? Do you get any motion sickness? I've been hearing so many positive things about it, and we know there's going to be so many more games that will be coming out in the future. These are the first level of games that they are releasing, but we know there's going to be more. It was just like when the PlayStation 4 released, there weren't that many games that you could buy on it. But they are going to be a lot more. So if you have the VR, leave me a comment. Let me know what you think of it. So the PS4 Pro was just released this week. I am kind of a little jealous because I am seeing I'm not even seeing it on the 4K televisions, but the fidelity of the videos, of the gameplay are so gorgeous, it is next level. I was a little skeptical at first, and then I saw they were going back like Second Son, which must look amazing on the PS4 Pro. Last of Us Remastered must look gorgeous. So there's so many games that they are doing, and I know Horizon Zero Dawn will be using it. So many games will be ready to go to use the PS4 Pro and all of its capabilities. It looks so gorgeous, and I am so jealous because I am not going to be able to get the PS4 Pro. Who knows, sometime in the future. I would love to, because at first I was a little skeptical, but now not so much. Four main points: there's spectacular graphics, explore vivid game worlds with rich visuals heightened by the PS4 Pro, enhanced gameplay, support for faster frame rate, delivers super sharp action for select PS4 games, a unified gaming community compatible with every PS4 game, play online with other PS4 players with PlayStation Plus, extraordinary entertainment with up to 4K streaming and 4K auto upscaling for video content. So it really is such a comprehensive, next level gaming hardware. It looks so amazing. I don't even think I mean, think if you have the 4K television to go with it, it would look even more incredible. But either way, if you have, I know some people have left me comments saying they are getting the PS4 Pro, or they have it, and they love it. So let me know in the comments if you are getting a PS4 Pro, if you have purchased it this week, because it was just released a few days ago. So let me know what you think. Leave me a comment and let me know. And I am so jealous. So enjoy it if you have it. I am happy for you guys who have it. It looks so incredible. So this week we also had a trailer released for Mass Effect Andromeda. It says that it will be released early 2017. Now that could very well be 2 months from now, because we are in the middle of November. I mean, we only have a month and a half of this year left. So will it be out early 2017? I don't think so. I am saying I would think more spring. I would be more agreeable if they said spring 2017. Plus, we know they've been working on this. Players come into the initiative's mission as either the son or daughter of the leader or pathfinder of the human arc. Remember, the male and female playable options for Andromeda are actually brother and sister. As either Scott or Sarah Ryder, the children of Alec, players assume the role of the pathfinder at the outset of the game, as that designation is passed on to one of Alec's children. So it looks so gorgeous. I'm hoping that they are staying true to their release date, their proposed release date. I don't think so. I'm really skeptical of games actually releasing when they say they are going to be. I figured put a few months, like at least 6 weeks, tack that on to the dates lately. That's how it seems to be going, the trend. But like you said, I'd rather have a game that looks gorgeous, that runs well, that looks beautiful and plays beautifully. Nothing's going to be perfect or bug free, but let's get it done. Just don't tell us it's coming out so early, because then we get too excited and then we have to wind up waiting for it. So Mass Effect Andromeda, I'm excited for that. Okay, so last week we got word of which developers will be at PlayStation Experience this year, and I'm so excited. There are a few that I am really excited for. First of all, Naughty Dog. I am, fingers crossed, hoping, praying that they will be talking about the Uncharted 4 DLC coming out, because I have a feeling it will be released, I don't know, I'm going to say February of 2017. I think they're going to announce it in December at PlayStation Experience. They're going to show a trailer for it. Guys, let me know what you think it's going to be about. Do you think it's going to be about Sam and Nate as young kids, and what happened with them, their adventures, maybe with Sully, like a young Sully and a young Nate and a young Sam? That would be really awesome. Or will we see, what happened when they had Cassie, between the last chapter and the epilogue of Uncharted 4? What do you guys think? Let me know what your predictions are. If you think that they will be announcing it at PSX, which I absolutely think they will be. Maybe some more multiplayer maps they might also talk about, but I think the majority of their statement, their reason for being there, will be the Uncharted 4 DLC. Let me know what your predictions are. What do you think what do you think that it's going to be about? What characters? I'm hoping we see, I know there's so many, we love all the characters for the game, but we kind of really missed Chloe from Uncharted 4. I did. So I'm hoping that maybe she'll pop in for a little bit of the DLC. I hope so. But either way, it's going to be amazing, and I can't wait to see what they have for us. Also, Double Fine's going to be there, and hopefully we'll see more about Psychonauts 2. Maybe they're working on something else. I know they usually have other projects going on at the same time, so I'm hoping that while we're waiting for Psychonauts 2 to come out, that there'll be something else that they're working on that we can play in between, because I loved Headlanders so much, and Broken Age and Brutal Legend. I'm a huge fan of theirs. So I'm hoping there'll be something else new on the horizon that they'll have for us. And also Adult Swim, which they worked closely with, they'll be there as well. And they're doing some great stuff. So I'm really excited to see them. But also, Naughty Dog, I don't think they will be announcing anything about The Last of Us. I think they are definitely working on it, and I don't think they will have anything to show for us until E3 June of, next year, in about another 6 months. That's usually seems to be like their cycle. I think they're working on something else right now, and they might show us a teaser, not even a trailer. They might make an announcement with a small teaser with The Last of Us 2. So I'm hoping. I know they're going to make another one. It's just a matter of when. Will they put out a new IP between Uncharted 4 DLC and The Last of Us 2, or will they do The Last of Us 2 first and then work on a brand new IP? I don't know, but I'm really praying and hoping they come out with The Last of Us 2. They left some hints and Easter eggs in Uncharted 4, so I'm really hoping it is on their horizon. It's on their radar, so let's keep our fingers crossed. Okay, also this week, Nintendo NES $60 NES Classic Edition console came out and sold out in minutes. That went so quickly. They sold out so quickly. Within the day, like it was gone. Like retailers have no idea when they're going to get more shipments. They're saying maybe Black Friday. No one really knows. They released a very limited number of units. Will it increase consumer demand by, shorting the market? So I don't know. I just don't know if they realized that if it was going to be this popular, or if they're playing this game where they want to try and kick up demand. But the only problem is there's going to be so much bootlegging that people are going to be buying it and reselling it for a much higher price. So they're kind of screwing themselves. But it looks so sweet. It looks all the classic games you can want that are available on there. I think there's 30, which is such a bargain. Even if you're just paying for the games, these classic games, $2 each. That's with the console and with the one controller. So if you didn't pre-order it, I mean, you're pretty much out of luck. Who knows if they'll come back with some more. I hope they come back with some more, because I would like to get that myself. That's definitely within a price range you can handle, and it just looks amazing. So I'm really excited for it. So if you guys have it, let me know if any of you guys are playing on it. If you were few of the lucky ones who pre-ordered it and got their hands on a copy, are you loving the Nintendo NES? Let me know in the comments. This past month, Hello Games got hacked. There were tweets saying that No Man's Sky was a mistake from Sean Murray, the head developer, the team, he was the team leader, who worked on No Man's Sky. They were hacked. He was hacked multiple times. They kind of like laughed it off and said, we're working on it with Mr. Robot, trying to figure out who hacked us, and they were able to, take care of it. But I feel like this poor development company, no matter what you think about No Man's Sky, whether you felt like they overpromised, underdelivered, they overwowed us with it's so much stuff they showed us, we were like kind of oversaturated with it. And then when we finally got it, we thought it was going to be so much more than what it was. I know a lot of people were. This poor guy, it's such a small development company. Little team did this amazing game. Like I said, it wasn't my favorite game to play, but that's just my preference. But it was a gorgeous, awe-inspiring game. Just the sheer beauty of it, and just the vastness of it, and just they were able to tackle that and took it on, and they did a beautiful job. Just wasn't fun for me. That's just me. Doesn't mean that anybody else loved it. And even though wasn't my favorite type of game, you have got to give them props for all the work they did on this game. And they did such an amazing job, such a small team. I don't know how they did it. I really don't know. But they've been coming under such heavy fire that, they overpromised, and the people are looking into suing them for, I just feel so awful for them. And I feel like, I hope they recover from this, because they are so talented, and it's just a shame that they weren't able to come out in a more positive, they didn't have a more positive, outcome for the game, from most people, I should say. Like even I think, was it Shuhei Yoshida, who, was it Shuhei that said that he felt like they didn't have a marketing team. Someone from Sony, I don't remember, so don't quote me on that. But they said that, Hello Games didn't have a marketing team. So they basically, developed the game, wrote all the code, did all the marketing. Like, I mean, how much these little teams supposed to handle? So I do feel really bad that that happened to them. And I feel like they shouldn't be ashamed or they shouldn't be sued. Sometimes it happens. I mean, it was such a beautiful game. No matter what happens with the game, you cannot take that away from them. So I kind of feel really bad about that. So another long list of delays that happened was that The Last Guardian was delayed. It was supposed to come out in October and it has now been delayed to December 6th, which we knew. I think we talked about it even in the last O.C.D gaming news, but it'll be here before we know it. Like it wasn't like months and years. It was like, like 6 weeks. That seems to be like, the usual. So I can't wait to play it. I mean, just from seeing the limited gameplay that I've seen of it, it looks gorgeous, heartfelt. I'm so excited to play it, and it just looks, it's like it's gonna break my heart already. It looks so adorable, and I can't wait to play it, and see and just experience it for myself. So I will be playing. I already pre-ordered it. I'll be playing it on my channel, so keep an eye out for that. Also, Watch Dogs 2 is coming out tomorrow on the 15th November, and I will be playing it as soon as I can get it from GameStop in the morning. I will be playing it on my channel along with Tomb Raider, along with Mafia 3. But I've been hearing a lot of positive things because today is, I guess, when the embargo has been lifted for people in the media or other, like certain Let's Players have been able to play it and upload some gameplay. And I've been hearing a lot of positive things. I hear that it's just a lot of fun. So I'm really happy to hear that because I was kind of on the fence myself. But it looked like a totally different story and it looked like a lot of fun, more so than the original Watch Dogs, which I don't hate on. It wasn't my favorite, so I'm really looking forward to seeing all of San Francisco taking the selfies in front of the certain, monuments and places to see. And it just looks like a lot of fun. So I'm excited to be playing that for you guys tomorrow. Keep a lookout on my channel for that as well. Mafia 3 is a huge game. I'm trying to get through as much as I can because it's just so good. You get so wrapped up in it. But it is a very long game. It's an open world game, so it has been taking a long time to play, but it's really a little repetitive, but so well done. Also, the video game actors strike was, I think it was the end of last month. You can see it from both sides. The game developers work so hard. They try and keep, to a budget. But it is the voice actors. I mean, they're not just voice acting anymore. Everyone's in a mocap suit. They're physically acting, even though we don't see their physical activity live as they're doing it like in a movie. We see it within the gameplay. Their voices, what they bring to the characters, and they make the whole game. Like I can't imagine The Last of Us with anyone else playing Joel and with anyone else playing Ellie. I mean, and if they didn't have these amazing, talented people to portray that, these games would not be the same. And they've brought their own ideas and they've changed the courses of these video games by putting their own spin on it and putting their own, their own special touches on these characters. So, like I said, I'm just letting you know this is what's happening. It's still I think it's still going on now, but I just hope it works out because I can see it from both sides, but I just wish there was a way for everybody to be happy during this because we appreciate the voice actors and we really appreciate the game developers. So I hope they're able to settle this. All right, I'm going to put up for you guys the video game releases from now until the end of the year. I will be doing another gaming news next month, but since it was not such a big list like it's usually been, so I said, let me just put it up for the whole entire year. So many good games coming out before the end of the year. I mean, my wallet cannot handle all of this good video game news. I am so happy there's so much out, but I hate when there's like a lull in between. Like the summertime is, usually slow, and the winter time in January, right after the hot season of all video games. The fall is the busiest time of the year for video games. I wish there was some more big releases coming out. Like in January, there's going to be Resident Evil 7, and in March is going to be, is it February or March? I forget, for Horizon Zero Dawn. So there will be there will be big games releasing next year during the normally quiet time. So I'm really happy about that. Let's get to my favorites of the month. My the hits for October and November. There were a few. Okay, so first of all, Mafia 3 is definitely one of my favorite game playing experiences. I have so much fun playing the game. I love the characters. I love the aesthetic. I mean, there's just so many good things about the game. The character development, and like I said, sometimes it gets a little repetitive with the side missions and the main missions, but you know what? Overall, I am so happy with that game. And it is definitely one of my favorites, and it will remain one of my all-time favorites. I love it. Another favorite I know I usually just have one, but you know what? There was so many, and since I didn't do October, so let's just lump it all into one. Red Dead Redemption 2 made me so damn happy. I was so happy when they were teasing that and they actually said fall 2017. I lost my damn mind. I was so happy. So I will be counting the days until we can play that. It just looks so gorgeous, and the story, I just want more. Hopefully, I'm hoping that maybe we'll find out a little bit more about it before the end of the year. I doubt it though, because they were so tight-lipped for the last 5-6 years or whatever it was. So I'm really happy about that. And then my last favorite doesn't mean that there's so many things that I liked about video game stuff this month and last month, but my ultimate favorite is Westworld. And like I said, the only reason why I include it in my favorites for this is because it is basically a role-playing game. This show is basically a life-size role-playing game, real-time strategy, RPG, massive online multiplayer show. So that's why I feel it's relevant to put into my list. And if you watched last night's episode, girl, I mean, it was so damn good. No spoilers. I am not the queen of spoilers. I will never spoil anything for you guys. But if you are not watching this show, what are you doing with your life? You have got to watch it. It's so good. Like, I watch it, and as I'm watching it, I'm like, oh my God, I can't take the show. It's so good. I don't even want to say why, because if someone hasn't seen it, I want to ruin it for them. But such a good show. The only miss that I had, the misses that were this month, was that The Last Guardian got delayed until December 6th. But like you said, it'll be here before we know it. But I was really disappointed because I was really looking forward to that. What happened to Hello Games? I really feel bad for them. So I was, not so much like hating on them, but just I feel really bad that they went through this hard time and they had to, go through this like so publicly, and it must be like, hard for them to deal with. And, the media is so brutal, and they really don't deserve it. So my heart really goes out to them, and I hope they're able to recover from this. So not a hate on them, just a hate for what is happening to them right now. So I feel really bad about that because they're so talented. What a great team, and they're just so talented. I hope that they're able to bounce back. So that, I know I'm forgetting something, like I said, but as far as I know, this is the standout stuff that came out, like, it said like a mix between October and November, trying to play catch up. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I hope you guys are enjoying this gaming news, section of this channel. Thanks so much for all of your support on this channel. It means so much to me. If you haven't subscribed, please subscribe, like these videos if you can, share them. It really helps me out a lot. I'm really trying to grow this channel, so I appreciate any and all love you give. So thanks so much for watching, and I'll be back with more.